Good morning, students. Today we will talk about the Rajya Sabha, the second house of the parliament, the Rajya Sabha. In previous lecture, we have discussed about the Lok Sabha, the composition of Lok Sabha, what are the qualifications to become a member of Lok Sabha, and tenure of Lok Sabha, and power and function of the speaker. So, today, as I told you, we will discuss about the Rajya Sabha, the composition of Rajya Sabha. The maximum strength of Rajya Sabha is 250. Total members of Rajya Sabha is 250. Out of these, 12 members are nominated by the President of India and 238 are representatives of the states and union territories. Clear? The 238 out of 250, the 238 are elected from the state and union territories and 12 members are nominated by the President of India. These 12 members who are nominated by the President of India are persons having special knowledge or practical experience in respect of such matter as literature, science, art, social service, sports, etc. My dear students, the present strength of Rajya Sabha is 245, out of which 233 are representative of the state and union territories and 12 members are nominated by the President of India. Now, qualification. If any member or any candidate want to become a member of Rajya Sabha, what qualification are required? First, he or she must be a citizen of India. It's compulsory for all. And not less than the 30 years of age. Means he or she have to complete the 30 years of age. And his or her name must be in the voter list. Now, election and tenure. The Rajya Sabha is known as permanent house. Why it is known as permanent house? Sometimes question will come. Which house is known as permanent house? So my dear students, keep in mind that Rajya Sabha is known as permanent house. Why? Because it can never be dissolved. After every 2 years, 1/3 of its members retire and elections are held to fill these seats. Therefore, each member of Rajya Sabha has a term of 6 years. The term of member of Rajya Sabha is 6 years. What is the term of Lok Sabha? Member of Lok Sabha? 5 years. And tenure of Rajya Sabha member is 6 years. Now, presiding officer. The presiding officer of Rajya Sabha have the responsibility to conduct the proceedings of House. The Vice President of India is the ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha. Like the Lok Sabha Speaker, he or she also presides over the meeting of Rajya Sabha, conduct its proceeding and maintain the discipline and decorum of the House. Since the Vice President is not a member of the House, she or he cannot vote on any issue, whereas the Lok Sabha Speaker can. Means Lok Sabha Speaker can give vote on any issue, but Vice President cannot give the vote on any issue because he or she is not a member of the House. Now, powers and function of the Union Parliament. One more thing which I want to tell you, that nowadays the chairman of Rajya Sabha is Mr. Venkaiah Naidu. Now, powers and function of Union Parliament. There are so many powers or functions which are performed by Union Parliament. We will discuss one by one. First of all, we will discuss about the legislative powers. The legislative powers is the most important power of the Union Parliament because is to make laws for the whole country. Parliament is to make laws for the whole country because the Parliament is the highest law making body. It makes laws on all the subjects enlist in the union list, the concurrent list and residuary subjects. I already discussed in previous lecture about the union list, concurrent list and residuary subjects. I hope you know very well about it. And my dear students, under special circumstances, it can also make laws on the subjects given in the state list also. Now, in the legislative powers, how bill become a law? Now, how a bill become a law? The making of law, a bill needs to be passed in both the houses of Parliament. Here I am talking about the ordinary bill, not a money bill. Basically, two types of bill are there, ordinary bill and money bill. So here I am talking about the ordinary bill. Ordinary bill need to be passed in both the houses of Parliament. Once it is passed from both the houses of Parliament, then it is sent to the President for her or his consent or approval. Once the consent is provided, the bill become a law. So keep in mind, a bill should be passed from both the houses, Lok Sabha and Raj Sabha, and after pass the bill from the Parliament, it will be sent to the President for his consent, and after his or her consent, a bill become a law. In case of disagreement between the two houses, a majority vote is taken in the joint meeting of both the houses. Now, control over executive. In the parliamentary form of democracy, the Council of Ministers is collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha. Collective responsible means in case of a vote of no confidence is passed against any one minister, then the whole Council of Ministers has to resign collectively. This is known as collective responsibility. My dear students, the Council of Ministers works collectively as a team. All the ministers become equally responsible to defend their acts and decisions whatever they have taken. So all the ministers swim or sink together. As I told you, if one minister is resigned, then whole ministry will be resigned. This is known as collectively responsibility. Now, second we will talk about the question hour. Question hour, the Parliament also control the executive by asking question. The period when questions are asked is called the question hour. Question hour is the first hour of Lok Sabha session where the members ask a question to the government. So this is known as question hour, and by the question hour, the Parliament also control the executive. My dear student, the Raj Sabha cannot pass a vote of non-confidence. Then Lok Sabha has more effective control over the union executive. Now, the financial power. In financial power, the annual budget of the central government is passed by the Parliament every year. Annual budget. The government cannot impose any tax or incur any expenditure if the proposals are not approved by the Parliament. Means approval of Parliament is required if government want to impose any taxes. My dear student, regarding money matter, Lok Sabha is much more powerful than Rajya Sabha because the money bill can only be introduced in Lok Sabha. The Rajya Sabha makes any recommendation regarding a money bill, Lok Sabha may or may not accept it. Sometimes question will come, which house is more powerful? Then keep in mind, my dear students, Lok Sabha is more powerful. The lower house, Lok Sabha is more powerful than the Rajya Sabha. Why? Because in the money matter, Lok Sabha is more powerful. If we're talking about the ordinary bill, in ordinary bill, if there is any disagreement, then final decision taken in joint session in which member of both the house sit together. Because of the largest members of Lok Sabha, the views of the Lok Sabha is likely to prevail in such a meeting. And third, if we're talking about the non-confidence bill, the non-confidence bill is also passed only from the Lok Sabha, not from the Rajya Sabha. So it's proved Lok Sabha is more powerful than the Rajya Sabha. Next, powers and function of the Union Parliament is power to amend the Constitution. Amend the Constitution. Amend the Constitution, three procedures we have discussed already: simple majority, special majority, and special majority and ratification. So regarding amendment of the Constitution, both the houses enjoy equal power. An amendment bill can be introduced in either house, maybe in Lok Sabha or maybe in Rajya Sabha, but it must be passed by each house separately. The Constitution of India provides three methods of amending the Constitution. I told you, we have discussed already in chapter number 16. Now, judicial power. The Parliament is empowered to remove the President. This Parliament have the power to remove the President, the judges of Supreme Court and the High Court. The procedure to remove the President of India, Judge of Supreme Court and High Court, is known as impeachment. The question will come, what do you mean by the impeachment? Impeachment means to remove the President of India, to remove the Judge of Supreme Court, to remove the judges of High Court. This procedure adopted for this purpose is called the impeachment. For this impeachment, a resolution has to be passed by both the houses of the Parliament by special majority. Special majority, that is absolute majority of total membership and 2/3 majority of members present and voting in each house during the same session. Same session during the each house means from Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha separately. Last, powers and functions of Union Parliament is electoral functions. The members of Parliament exercise their right to vote to elect the President and the Vice President of India. Means members of Parliament, members of Lok Sabha and members of Rajya Sabha, they have the right to vote to elect the President and Vice President of India. So that's all for. We have completed the powers and function of Union Parliament, as well as we have completed the chapter number 18 also. And my dear students, we have completed the half yearly syllabus also. So best of luck for your exam. Thank you and have a nice day.